Okay, this assignment is called Skin Fix. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a bunch of pictures with subjects that have, less than perfect skin, and we're going to try to improve the quality of the skin with one simple technique in Photoshop. It's really fast, and I'm going to want you to do it to all the different pictures in the folder. So let's get started. Here's one example, and we would start with a situation like this, and granted, we can't, completely fix it, but we can make it a little better. So this is a nice photograph taken by a good photographer, and we're just going to quickly just Command J, jump twice, 2 jumps, and we're going to go to the middle jump, and we're going to go to Filter, we're looking for Gaussian blur, and we're going to go with about 8 pixels. So as you see, nothing happened. It's because it's on the middle layer. So there's the fixed version. Here's the top layer. So what we're simply going to do is click on the top layer, get out a brush, an eraser, but we want a brush eraser, and we want a feathered brush eraser. So let's start with this. We're basically just go right into the areas that we want to make a little better. Start erasing in a circular motion. And this is how the professional photographers make their, images look better. So you're basically just going to soften up some of the rough areas to make them just a little smoother. You want to be real careful around the features because you don't want to completely destroy the image. You just want to clean it up and make it a little easier on the eyes. You get down to a smaller brush. So it's good for fuzzing out, shiny, oily skin. Little cracks near the edge of the eyes, which are sometimes called crow's feet. It's a simple way to make people look younger. Okay, so there's the first one. So let's go on to another one. All right, here's one. Michael Stipe, the lead singer of the band REM from the 80s, which you may or may not know. They're still around a little bit. This is a before and after. So here's the before, obviously. Here's the after. Some people may not like this. It's a little bit too cosmetic-y looking, but it's what the professional photographers do, so we're going to do it in such a simple thing in Photoshop. So again, let's go on to the actual image itself, and you're going to Command J, which is jump layer. Jump twice. Jump 2 layers. Go to the middle layer. Filter. Let's go to Gaussian blur. Make sure each time it's set the way you want. If you want to look less cosmetic-y, lower the radius. Just go to, say, 5 pixels. Then you go to the top layer. Get out your eraser. Make sure you're using a brush, a feathered brush. So, bracket keys. On the bracket keys on your keyboard, make your brush larger or smaller. So now you just want to erase in a circular motion. Stay away from the lips. Don't get too close to the eyes. Reduce the size of your brush. You can zoom in. It's also to get to the eraser E on your keyboard. E, the letter E, takes you right to your eraser brush. So you leave all the little features that make it recognizable. You don't get too close to the eyes. You don't want to completely make them look like 20 years younger. You're just trying to smooth out their skin a little bit, make this a professional looking portrait. So that one's done. I'm not going to save it. And so let's try another one. Here's the folder that you're going to get. Jump twice, 1, 2, middle layer, filter. Now it remembers Gaussian blur from the last one, so I can just click on it again. Excuse me. You're going to erase from the top layer, circular motion, quick, easy, makes the photos look a lot better. So that one's done. I'm not going to save it. Let's try Nelly again. Jump, middle layer, filter, Gaussian blur. It's already set. I'm sorry, I'm going on to the wrong layer. So top layer, just go right in there. Brush a little bit larger. Clean the skin right up. It's good for, again, oily spots. Kind of dulls it out a little bit. If you need to go in closer, just zoom in. And it just quickly cleans the skin up. You can see down here it still looks unshaven, so you just smooth that out. That one's done. Let's try this one. I want you to use all the pictures in the folder. Jump twice, middle layer, filter, Gaussian blur. Top layer, erase. Look at that, one simple. You can remove the lines in the face. Zoom in a little bit. Letter E on the keyboard, eraser. And you can just soften it right up. Reduce the size of the brush. Like so. That one's done. So let's try this bad guy here. See what we can do on him. Jump, jump. Middle layer, Gaussian blur, top layer. Let's not command, the letter Z on the keyboard is zoom. Go letter E on the keyboard is eraser. Okay, this is starting to look a little bit too much. Now, it looks a little too cosmetic-y, so how would we fix that? We can go to the Gaussian blur layer and go to opacity and just reduce the opacity a little bit and bring back some of the cracks in his skin to about 70. So that's an improvement, and you're bringing back some of the detail so it doesn't look too phony. Okay, so that's the end of the skin fix tutorial. I need you to turn in one each of all of those in the folder, and on to the next lesson.